Um, Always trying to figure out, how do we work with something as, as kind of cold as capital to effectuate the greatest world change and impact. And kind of in my journeys through, what it was, investment banking, work at United Nations Capital Development Fund, I always found just very constrained by the rules that the traditional financial architecture really imposed. So when I first found crypto, I was really blown away at our ability to kind of rewrite these rules and begin to reallocate capital in different ways, and also to kind of come up with novel forms of value to oh, sorry guys, 1 second. Yeah, so it was all really just an exercise in figuring out how we could advance change and how we could present new models. And in 2017, I was introduced to virtual worlds through the Decentraland ICO, the subsequent land auction, um, and when they launched in the beginning of 2020 is when I really dove back in, and I found Somnium Space, and I was blown away kind of by the aesthetic and the fact that it was a VR native and forward platform. And when I jumped into Somnium Space, I saw, a world that was all, basically green grass and blue skies. And it was kind of this open sea of opportunity, kind of begging the question is, what do you want to see here? What do you want to create? And, I knew I couldn't do it on my own. I knew there would need to be kind of partnerships developed with digital creators, people that work in these native formats. Um, and that's where the idea for the Museum of Crypto Art was born, and my collecting of NFTs really came from a desire just to kind of get to know people and to explore different styles and, kind of show the breadth and depth of the 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 crypto art movement, right? Which is, I think, a movement that is putting a visual language to all of these very intangible ideals that were expressed through the cryptocurrency financial revolution, whether that is, data sovereignty, privacy, immutability, uncensorability, the power of open access networks, the mere fact that we have to believe that, creativity is distributed evenly across the world. And there has to be a break from the idea that only certain art is good, and why wouldn't we just like push the limits of what is art and marry it closer to technology? So that was kind of a long winding road, but that's just a bit about me and a bit about the genesis of the project.
That's amazing. Yeah. Beautiful story. Obviously, I'm, fully on board with the vision, and I love, everything you guys have done from the incubator of crypto art to, building out in the metaverse, the install and the new build out in Somnium Space. It's great. Um, yeah. What do you have cooking up right now with the Museum of Crypto Art? What's I guess like the hot off the press kind of new thing everyone's doing? I know you just launched the profiles, but for the people who aren't familiar with Mocha and the new site and everything, maybe give them a breakdown of what they could find there.
Yeah, I mean it's so much, right? Do I feel like I've bitten off
Oh
more
yeah.
than I can do? Perhaps, right? But we're trying to, I guess, do all of the things, right? So I probably the best place to start is just like, what is the museum at this stage? It is a metaverse exhibition and showcase with, a Genesis collection in Somnium Space. There's the sculpture garden of 3D objects in Decentraland. There are, the previous solo art shows that we've done. We did 8 of those. There's the incubator district, as you mentioned, which is getting a full revamp. And then there's all these kind of cool one-off projects, whether it's, the idea of the Mocha currency, um, or the, kind of the hack the world with the Genesis collection in AR. We're doing a physical and metaverse exhibit with IRL Art in Denver in their 2600 square foot gallery space. That launches September 3rd. We're doing an exhibition at M50 in China, in which we're kind of, bringing world artists to showcase in China, and showcasing the rising stars of that region as well. And that opens September 9th. Um, the whole goal here really is to, in the same way that, Super Rare announced their rare token to allow for like a more democratic curation of their marketplace. Well, we wanted to be, a new type of museum model in which, certain people weren't the ones picking and choosing the most relevant history here. But we kind of wanted to return that, voice to the earliest creators and collectors in the space. Um, so because we know that they're the they're the keepers of the truth, and I was early, but there were countless people before me that know so much more. I mean, obviously the founders of Token Smart and all of you, there's so much history wrapped up in these individuals, and how do we bring all of that out and into a museum that really focuses on how things were truly and how they developed and the innovation of the projects, and kind of less on what people are pumping in the market at the moment. So instead of, I guess, where I was on the forefront of collecting, I've decided to kind of take a step back and be kind of like an anchor institution for true and valid history that is governed and decided by the community.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, huge vision. And I know you've built out the team, quite a bit in the past few months. Um, and I mean, IRL, URL, AR, VR, you guys are doing it all, which is amazing to see. It's really cool too, the opportunities that you've given for artists across, all these different mediums. I see people, like, was it Untitled, who worked on the bills and things like that, and all the artists in the incubator, and now going more international, all over the place with the China. That I feel like I haven't seen a lot of artists coming out of China and stuff. So I know it's big over there, but to see that get cross pollinated, that's going to be huge.
Hey,
building those networks.
yeah, Trippy, if you would, like, my partner in crime, Shivani, is here. I
Oh,
don't know if
awesome.
you're able to, maybe give her access to the voice call.
Yeah, yeah. I'll see if we
Gonna
can get
work.
her. Okay, Shivani should be unmuted. Um, just have to unmute herself. Themselves. Let me just make sure. In the meantime, while we sort that out, I was going to say, yeah, are you able to speak a little bit about the team that's been built out? And I'll work on getting them that.
Yeah, so Shivani like came in last October and has just totally like transformed the museum and brought like so much blood, sweat, and tears. I saw her for a second. Shivani, do you want to just introduce yourself? Oh, maybe she dropped.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Can you
yeah,
hear
There
me?
we go.
There we go. I just had to
Hey,
leave and
Shivani.
come back. Hey.
do you want to give like a
Here.
bit about your background, Shivani, and then we can kind of talk
Yeah,
through the thing?
sure, yeah. Yes, so I think I caught what he was saying, that I joined Colby in October, saw this world. I studied art history and I grew up in like Silicon Valley, so I've always been fascinated by artists who can use technology to push it further and vice versa. So I saw that happening. I didn't really understand the implications as fully as I think Colburn did, but with more experience time, some collecting, some just getting to know different artists across the space, became fully immersed, as I'm sure each of you feel. And then with Colby now, we've built this museum around the idea of a community-owned collection in the sense of crypto art as opposed to digital art or NFTs as art. So I think it's taken a really interesting aesthetic. It's become beyond what either of us expected, and I'm so happy every day to be doing this. So, I think I can give you some background on the team itself. There's a team of Ethereum developers in Germany who are doing the tech stack behind this kind of new member page, as well as making us, giving us functionality with the token and governance. And then spotted across the world is people who are doing some marketing, some design. We've, I think, taken the approach of just trying to bring high integrity, really good people together to fully realize their vision as much as our own. Yeah.
Yeah, and it should be noted that like the first thing we did when we went and redesigned the museum was to go build it as a nonprofit foundation in which all of the works contributed to the collection are mandated never to be sold, right? So that really strips away kind of like the any sort of market narrative or incentive to push certain people and really just return it to the art. Um, and I think it's just like so critical because I was around, for 2017 playing in the ICO market, um, and I saw what was going on, where a lot of things were just fueled by hype and ideas, and I think if we don't like continue to backstop it and say that no, this isn't like a market game. There's actually incredibly important art and cultural revolution happening here. Then this is what will, I guess, cement it. Um, and kind of just like the uptake of NFT into the mainstream has been so rapid and so fast that I would like hate for people to get caught speculating. I think Dmitry Cherniak had a tweet that really resonated with me about like you have to understand that kind of like unlike an ICO or a company that there are obviously like real people behind these works, and artists are incredibly sensitive, and these aren't things to like be pumped and dumped, and because that plays with people. So if I'm all really about trying to have more conversations about the art, not the price, I think like value follows good art, and it's important to kind of like recognize the people that are rising and why they're rising. And I think all of um, it's about high integrity. It's about high integrity.
Absolutely. And while you're talking too, we've been live streaming. I was scrolling through your collection on OpenSea, and you talk about integrity, and from the curator slash creator slash now kind of supervisor of this mission, this what is the whole kind of vision of Museum of Crypto Art. Integrity from there, the core of it is a collector, right? And someone who actually values the art itself and the artists. And like your collection spans so many different realms, and tons of crypto art, tons of one of ones, collectibles, everything. And to see that kind of be that guiding vision, spread into the art that you hold and kind of trickle into like this belief in artists, it's very apparent, where that vision comes from.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, for me, when I started collecting, it was like for me the ultimate goal would be to have like one piece from every artist, right? That for me would be like the coolest collection because it speaks to like the broad body of people that are working here and the depth and the breadth. And like the most important thing for me is that Ethereum is an open access network, right? Anybody, anywhere in the world, can plug in if they have the internet and share a piece of themselves to a global market. And it's something that is so like fundamentally revolutionary and returns so much power to the creator that I would really love for this collection just to if anything speak to that, right? So the I guess ideological framework of the Genesis collection, which is what we're building right now, um, is one work from one artist before December 2020 when the market got incredibly hot and crazy, and just like recognize these people for having the foresight and the vision, and including them in the museum, because also the beauty is that there's no cost of storage, there's no cost to build, and there's almost like infinite land and digital space in which to kind of create in. So if we can begin to like showcase everything and tell the community that there is like a home here, and allocate the Mocha token into the hands of these people who are kind of keepers of the earliest history, well then this really should become like a true public good, an NFT collection that is for everybody in the space, that represents everybody in the space, and speaks to the power of crypto art.
Absolutely. That kind of segues too into the topic of governance. You're seeing a lot of organizations move into the DAO realm. Obviously, the most recent was Super Rare. Mocha, they have the Mocha token, and there's the DAO there. Can you touch on kind of the vision / direction there, and potential things Mocha is kind of taking into account as far as governance and how things move forward in that direction?
Yeah, I could not be happier that somebody like Super Rare has chosen this model. Not only because it like validates the model that we laid forward, but it also gives us the chance to kind of observe the way they go about governance, and to kind of emulate and learn from a much better, I guess, funded and larger organization than ourselves. So what I want to see is I want to see, I can fit about 40 or 50 pieces in the Genesis Collection Museum. So I would love for it to be updated quarterly, and I would love for that to be decided by the people that are Mocha holders, right? What are the pieces that everybody wants to see shown and showcased? And let's not repeat anything in the same quarter, but let's explore this collection together. Let's learn about new artists. Some other exciting things we're working on is the idea of a virtual curator, right? Which is going to be like an AI machine learning algorithm that will be able to kind of, figure out what types of art individuals are interested in, and suggest, other artists to them, and, bring to, let's say you have a frame on the wall, and you can talk to that frame and say, show me a portrait in the Genesis collection. What other portraits are in the Genesis collection? Tell me about this artist. And you can enter into kind of a dialogue with, this virtual curator that will help speak to kind of like your passion and your preferences, and help you find other people in the community that are, that share your same vision and values around art.
Yeah, it's wild what's happening. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Siobhan.
I was just gonna add on governance that there's an artist council which we brought together with 9 individuals, because we don't have just like Colburn was saying, we don't have the path laid out fully ahead of us how to move towards a DAO like truly and fully democratic, right? Because it takes a lot to understand which voices and what curation, what governance is the most important in the beginning and then in the long term. So this artist council was a step for us to actually ask the artists to curate what is this Genesis collection, because they know better than anyone else who's been around the longest and who has provided things to the space that are beyond just themselves. So, you know, just to touch on that, I think also we're building a collectors council as well, that would act as kind of the other side and in the works. But I think our steps towards governance are going to be deliberate and slower as opposed to free for all. But I want to echo what Colby said, that I'm so excited by what Super Rare has done, and I hope everyone does that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And what's funny is, you know, I've participated in multiple DAOs and still do. And usually, you know, governance tokens, you just use them to vote, right? Coin voting or kind of like access privileges, things like that. But what you're seeing now with Mocha and Super Rare, and in the future, you know, many other platforms, is the tokenized curation, which is super powerful, and people haven't even recognized that yet. And what's interesting is, you know, every day it gets harder and harder to follow all of the things going on in the Twitter / crypto Twitter / NFT space. And, you know, eventually you just have to kind of distribute attention to whatever main outlets of resources that you have available to you. And so, you know, it's only obvious that curation and the power of curation will increase in value. We still have probably 4 to 5 billion people still on board to the internet, and that's going to happen soon with the blanket of Wi-Fi. Once that happens, how much harder do you think it will be to find good art, to find art that you love, that you connect with in a certain way? So yeah, this is great. I mean, and doing that in a decentralized, distributed way where the power is in the hands of the creators and the people who actually care about the art. I think that's important.
I think you nailed it, right? Like
Yeah, definitely.
it used to be small enough where everybody knew each other, right? And now there's so many new artists onboarded all the time. There's so many artworks being created all the time. It's, as a collector, it's hard to keep up. So I think it's going to be in the future more about finding like your niche in this marketplace and having, you know, deep conversations around the specifics that you're passionate about. And we're all like about helping people find those subcategories and those people that they want to connect with, so that it doesn't feel like a bunch of noise, but you really find like a place and a home within this larger umbrella that is you know, a place where you can go to, you know, find whatever it might be that you're looking for.
Definitely. Yeah. If anyone, everyone in the audience, if you haven't yet too, definitely recommend checking out museumofcryptoart.com. If you go to their Genesis collection and just scroll through there, the Genesis artists are, I mean, it's top notch. It's all of the OGs in the space, pre-2021, people who were here before everything kind of blew up. And it's expanding, right? You guys are always adding. I don't know. Do you have a goal in mind for what the cap is for this collection?
I'd like to see it be, you know, 300-400 different artists.
Wow. So still pretty limited. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, the idea is really to try and include everybody that wants to be included.
Yeah.
You know, it is certainly a bit of a like bureaucratic, you know, an organizational activity. You know, finding the collectors who are willing to donate artworks on behalf of artists. You know, finding the kind of like the altruistic collectors as well, the people who are here for the art and want to celebrate and appreciate certain artists. But you know, I think we will just continue to pull in as many pieces outside the collection, and then over time, I fully anticipate, you know, donating the vast majority of my collection to this foundation.
Awesome. Yeah, that's beautiful. looks like we have just a few minutes. I didn't know if there's any. Oh, I see your CryptoPunk you donated in there. Is that right with the hood?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, awesome. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know if you have any closing words. If you'd like to open up some Q&A to the audience. But yeah, it's been really awesome hearing all of this.
Look, I just appreciate you guys. You know, Trippio, you've always been like the most incredible, positive, loving energy, helping, you know, set like the values of what crypto art is. I just personally want to thank you for all the trust you've put in us, for participating in the incubator and having that beautiful build, the art that you create and share. Thanks to everybody at Token Smart and the platform, and really just like my undying gratitude to Shivani for coming in and pouring herself so like fully and wholly into this project. This project would be really nothing without her. So just like keep spreading love and gratitude through the metaverse.
Absolutely, that's the vision. So good to hear it. Yeah, thank you for your support and
Thank you
everything you're doing
guys.
in the space. And Shivani, of course, you too. Happy to see you join the team and excited for the things to come.
I saw your email about the on the incubator. I think we can make it really interesting.
Oh,
The
of
build that you
course,
have.
of course.
By the way, everyone, Trippy Yogi has one of the most interesting builds.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And did we have any questions in the chat? WIP fam, Token Smart fam. If you have any questions for Mocha Museum of Crypto Art, feel free to shout them out in the live chat. Shoot some links out here. So we have Twitter is going to be Museum of Crypto. Colborn was speaking. That's Colborn Bell. And then Shivani, do you have Twitter, right? I'm assuming.
I do. Yes. It's just Shivani S. Mitra.
Shivani S. There we go. I'll go ahead and put that link in there too. Yeah, definitely follow along. These folks are definitely trailblazing in the space. You know, they're building things with the right intention. They're building for all of us, you know, for the artists, for the collectors, for the curators, and for the audiences who just love the art. So definitely check their stuff out. Website looks cool, very retro. Yeah, I caught that vibe too. It's awesome. As you're scrolling, you can get like on the fly previews of all the art and stuff. And definitely check out the Genesis collection. Top artists in the space. You know, trying to include everyone, all the OGs. So, yeah, once again, thanks Colborn. Thanks Shivani.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll say, you know, the website was inspired by kind of like this mix of punk culture, early rave culture, early internet, kind of just like returning everything to its roots.
Yeah, it's cool. It reminds me of like the GeoCity days, and
yeah.
and you know, like I feel like that's where we're kind of at with NFTs, right? It's almost like this like revival of that culture, that vibe, you know, the open, where the internet was kind of like free range. So, yeah. Excited at the possibilities.
Yeah, I'm very nostalgic about that period for sure.
Yeah.
Love it. Amazing pre-WIP trip, Trippy. And Colborn and Shivani, whole Mocha crew, thank you so much for showing up today. Really enjoyed, as always, listening to your insights and just like the positive vibes, to be honest, that you always radiate and emanate out into the metaverse.
You're the best, Matthew. Thank you, man. Thank you for everything and all you've done. Guys, go back and check out like the old interviews with crypto artists that Matthew did. Those are some of like the most iconic, legendary podcasts in the game.
Thank you so much, brother. Cool. Well, I guess that was my mic check. Folks can hear me loud and clear. Hell yeah. All right. Well, everyone, again, amazing pre-whip trip with Trippy Yogi, and we're segueing right in to the main speaker updates of the WIP. So happy to be back with everyone, the whole WIP fam this week. And if you're not in CryptoVoxels, make sure you get your avatar asses in there. We're at Johann's Marble Tower, which is we're returning there for the second time. An absolutely iconic build that Ogar helped create, located right next to the B20 Museum. Really, really historic district of CryptoVoxels. Epic build. Will be flying around here. We're on the rooftop right now. It's wicked. Make sure you drop the links there. We have Stack Show. Of course, Johann is the host, but he's also going to be the first speaker. He's going to be talking about meme.com, the meme economy. I'm really interested in this update. We have Sky Golpe, who is jumping on the show second. He has a drop on Nifty Gateway tomorrow that he's going to be talking about. And if you're in CryptoVoxels, you can fly around the building, and around the top there, we featured the 6 works that he's releasing tomorrow. And then last but certainly not least, we have Al from Coin Network that's going to be talking about his project and everything that's going on. Really looking forward to the after show as well. Before we head into the afties with show, we have a special community jumping game that harkens back to some of the epic Meta Olympics events that Rizzle and NFT42 and Token Smart helped throw on that. They're really excited to have some laughs and see Trippy Yogi get stuck in like a middle level and just have like really funny metaverse memories. One thing to show this week, Rizzo and I released a really, really tight podcast with Simon, the artist and creator behind Giraffe Gang, that's really doing special things to help disabled artists in the space. So I'll drop the link right here. If you have time over the weekend, give it a listen. But with that, excited to get into the WIP. So I'm going to pass the mic to the hypest dude in the metaverse, my man, Rizzleman. Take it over from here.
The hypest. Hypest. I like it. Y'all can hear me all right?
Loud and clear, brother.
Cool. All right. While I'm rambling, right above us, Sandy and Dragonate and them did a little housekeeping. I'm trying to figure out the channels here. All right. Right above the live chat channel where we are in the event questions channel, I'm going to do the big whip drop, which I just executed. All right. You should have 20 minutes. Cutting down your time, 10 minutes. You have 20 minutes to capture it. We got some voxel jumping to do. So everyone's got it. We got some po-opping, some voxel jumping. Yo, this week we're going to give out some wearables. So make sure you sign the guest book. I don't even know where it is. If we can't find it, we'll figure out something. Maybe it'll be some of the winners from the voxel hopping. But we've got this stash of wearables that Pixel created for us that we're going to start unloading onto the community, whether y'all got WIP coin or not. So keep collecting that WIP coin. Musashi actually made some really dope sneakers that we're gonna mint and also distribute to the WIP fam. Yeah, man. Yes, we got some wearables. We got some old wearables, courtesy of Pixel, that we're going to continue to unload on people. And Musashi took it upon himself to make some sneaks, and we're gonna mint those. We're gonna hook Musashi up. If anyone else wants to make some wearables for us, feel free to make them. Sign the guest book. Yeah, we're gonna clothe some people for the next few weeks. I think. I don't know if we got Ninja Turtles, but. Shout out to Colborn and Mocha. We've talked to those guys a few times. I'm making a giraffe. Oh my, who we got? Someone came to say hi. I'm making a graph giraffe. I'm a horrible artist, but I'm trying to support this project. Really believe in this dude. He's trying to, from out of the goodness of his heart, trying to look out for disabled artists and create a platform for them to make some money without having to, do all these crazy things and I don't know, do all these crazy things. So I'm going to support, make the Rizzle Raff. Let's see. I did a thing. Hang on. I got to show my own thing. I did an interview with Metanauts. It's Paradox's project. I was able to keep my mouth shut all the way up until this point, but I do drop the alpha for the Rizzle project in the episode. I'll publicly like state it later. And if it wasn't Paradox that actually made the video, I would just leak it all like right this second since you guys are all right here. But Paradox is one of us. So I'm going to make you guys watch the video first. And if you're so lazy that you just want to wait for me to announce it, tomorrow or something, you can do that. But little alpha leak, nothing crazy, but it'll give you some info and the those of us who are working on it are getting stoked. Let's see, what else? Musashi made the wearables, Shill My Thing. Carlini was on Twitter Spaces today with myself and Nicole. Matt was on last week. We're doing this every Thursday at noon Eastern time, and it was dope. Between me and like 100 plus of y'all, we actually unintentionally overlapped with Maker's Place and Whale Sharks' like big interview and like totally crushed them. Not that it's a competition or anything, but it sort of is sometimes. Let's see. We're gonna do a group shot somewhere before we do the other things. Before we all jump around and stuff, we're gonna do a group shot. So at the end of the speaker lineup, we'll turn it over to Paradox. Make sure y'all are make sure y'all are humping into the world and getting ready to jump around. I'm gonna stop talking. Yo, shout out to the WIP crew, Bot Squad, Easy Paradox, Trippy Show, Timmy Tubador, Alex Guts Berserk, GB Grev, Conwolf, Carolina Da, Sandy the Meow Meow, Dragonate, Trizlet, Quigbell, anyone I forgot, any other unofficial members. You are part of the fun. Yeah, Hidden Forces wants to be unofficial every week. Thank you guys all so much for your help. With that, I'm gonna pass it over to the meme marble master himself, Johan. Dude, if you're there, take the mic away. If we can find him. He might be whacked. I don't know what our whacking policy is. Oh, Johan is whacked. Johan is our speaker. I'm gonna help him out. We got him. Johan, try again, dude. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You've been unwhacked.
Thank you, sir. It's amazing to be back at the WIP. It's my third time, I think. I haven't been in a while, but it sure does bring back from quieter times in the NFT space. It's a lot of nostalgia, but it's great to be back. I do hope that there will be more and more reasons pulling me back because I do think that the metaverse and sort of these virtual worlds are among the most interesting things going on right now. So hopefully we'll see a lot of advancements going forward. I will be talking about a few things. I will try to get as much as possible. We're working on a lot of things, so I might miss a few things. But if we start, for those who don't know, up until this year, we've been working in the NFT space since 2018. So we've been here a long time. And up until this year, we've been working on marble cards, which can be described as a platform that lets you capture moments on the internet using NFTs. So it's like a bookmark, kind of in the same way you would cut something from a newspaper and frame it, in the same way you would marble something on the internet to capture that thing or that moment. So that's been live since 2018, and just a week ago we reached over 130,000 cards created by people. More cards are being created than ever. So it's amazing to see this community coming around and capturing the internet, basically. And when I was talking to Riz and Matt about this, they said, okay, you should always try to bring some alpha because the WIP is known to produce alpha, has a long history of that. And so maybe we have something, and that is we will soon launch a feature called Verified, which basically allows creators to verify cards, marble cards that have been created that are related to them. So it could be a piece of art or a blog post or a piece of music, a tweet, whatever. If somebody marbles that, they can send a bid to me as a creator. And if I accept it, that card becomes verified and becomes a part of my sort of set of cards that I have verified. So I can sort of track my online presence that my fans or my community chose to amplify. And so the alpha here is we've been talking to a few artists just to sort of gauge interest. And the ones we've talked to, so we've talked to Xcopy and A Lot of Money and Matt Kane and a few other, Trippy Yogi obviously is here. And they've all said, yeah, we're in. We want to. So the alpha could be that if you on the lookout for some high quality cards that they can verify once it goes live. Those will likely be very, very nice. I also want to shout out this amazing auction that we will do that's right next to me, that the UFO is sort of beaming down here. It's an official maker DAO, so the DAO that's making the DAI stablecoin and the whole ecosystem around DAI. They've made an official marble card from their site. So this is their top-level domain, makerdao.com, that's been marbled. And then it has been customized by the artist Markomatic. So it's one of the artist edition series. So this will go on auction. I think Mark will launch the auction later today. So yeah, it's one of the best marble cards for sure. Moving on to meme.com, which is the second thing we're working on. This is still very, very new and very experimental. But we have been, ever since we started Marble, so unknown fact, or maybe some of the community members here know it, but Dogecoin was actually one of the big inspirations for Marble cards, where we thought, okay, here is this coin that has value only because it is sort of, it has the same name as the meme. And so it's basically the first memetic asset that is valuable because it is a meme. And that's what we thought with marble cards. Okay, so can these cards also have value if they are related to things on the internet? And so that is what we want to double down on with meme.com. So again, it's very, very early, and there are still things that are being ironed out before it's a coherent story. But essentially, it is a platform that will reward meme creators. And a meme creator in this sense, it could be an artist that does interpretations of memes, but it could also be people who want to creatively express themselves somehow that do not have any particular artistic skills. They should also be able to come and create and benefit from being good storytellers, basically. So the concept it's focused around is called meme art. It's essentially one step above the sort of low effort memes, although low effort memes can also be good, so they might be also considered meme art. But yeah, we want the NFTs that are minted to be of quality. And so on one end, people can come and mint NFTs of meme art. And then in the other end, we have this speculative layer where people can almost bet on the popularity of the memes that they like best. And together, this forms an ecosystem that rewards the creators and gives the speculators basically fractionalized ownership of the meme art that is being created and this memetic story of these memes. So again, it's very strange, I guess, but it is something that we are focusing on at the moment, and we hope to have we have a beta version where people can buy meme coins that will then represent the ownership of this meme art. But we hope to launch the minting platform sometime later not this month, but maybe next month. Some alpha here as well, maybe. So we have the first meme that will be on the platform created by some great artists. Again, a lot of money is set up. We also have artists like Neurocolor and Robness and Pepe Langelo, the famous oil Pepe painter. So those will be some amazing Genesis art pieces that the meme coin holders will get to benefit from. Yeah, I think that's actually it from me right now. Again, amazing to be here. Amazing to see so many people still coming to these things. I'm so excited about the future of the metaverse. It's sometimes hurts almost.
So excited it hurts. Well, thank you for all that alpha humping that you did, sir. Love that.
It's like you want to do everything. You just want to keep pushing it. But yeah, you're doing amazing work.
And then I got to ask this question before I pass the mic to Show to relay all the questions and to grill you. But I see you have a sword wearable in CryptoVoxels. Is that one of those first sword wearables that Sven was talking about on Twitter today?
It is absolutely that. So I actually bought the first one. So I think I bought the first wearable in any of the metaverses, or in the metaverse.
Wow. Dude, again, another reason, hop into CryptoVoxels, check out that history. That shit is epic. All right, without further ado, I'm passing the mic to my dude Show to roast you.
Hey, Johan, what's going on?
All good, man. You?
Good. Is my audio good? Just checking.
Yes.
All right, cool. Johan, welcome back, man. Oh my God, like just so much nostalgia when I saw your name on the list of presenters for today. I was super hyped and super traumatized by the maze, which we're about to do later on. So I'm super hyped about that. I was first introduced to marble cards early last year, and it's safe to say that the space has evolved in ways that we haven't even imagined. Having established one of the first card-like tradable NFT collectible assets, there used to be some controversy last year where people were using marble cards in order to appropriate rare items from popular NFT projects and then sell them to less informed people in the space. With the gluttony of 10K NFT avatar projects around, do you personally think that people will be using marble cards in order to copy high-selling collectibles again?
I think there's a lot to unpack there. I think the saying that somebody marbles something to copy it, I think is very difficult, because it's very clearly a marble card. Now, that said, there are some cases when a piece of art from an unknowing artist has been marbled and then being sold on OpenSea. Like, that was what the main controversy was about. And I think until people are very, very well versed in what it means to tokenize something, and more tools have been built to track attribution, because the beauty of crypto is that there is no doubt in, if you know what you're looking for, in if this is a copy or if it is an original. And so I think as that understanding grows, then it will become less and less of an issue where people make those conclusions. And I also think that if you look at the PFP, the whole thing, you have copies of punks and copies of X copies and copies of everything. There must at least be 20 or something. So I think the whole concept of remixing things and there being derivatives, it's just a natural progress of how people create content and create these things.
That's awesome. We also have a question from Easy in Crypto. He would like to know, where do we get the meme coin?
So if you want to buy it, it's on QuickSwap on Polygon. If you have marble coin from back in the day, you can swap it, one marble coin for one meme coin. You can reach out to me afterwards.
Awesome. And then if anyone else has any questions for Johan, make sure you drop it in the chat, ping him. Johan will be coming back when he leads us to the community event game. I have no idea what it actually is going to be. I'm super stoked to check this out. But Johan, man, thank you for hosting the WIP, and thank you for jumping up on the stage and updating us and doing all that alpha humping, sir.
Thank you.
Cool. So next up, we have one of my favorite artists and just like one of my favorite like thinkers and philosophers of crypto art. We have Sky Gope here. He has a collection that he's dropping on Nifty Gateway tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. He's here to share a few words about the collection, what went into it, and then we have a special trailer that we're going to play for everyone here in Discord as well as in CryptoVoxels through the Twitch stream. But Sky Gope, brother, if you're here, unmute yourself and take it away.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Okay. Thank you, man, and hi, everyone. I just shared with you a link in the live chat where you can see a physical view of the works. This was a private view in LA organized by Ivy Gallery, which has also curated the whole collection. So having the chance to show this work physically has been super important for me, as all my work revolves around the idea of merging the physical and the digital realms almost if you couldn't clearly understand where one begins and the other ends. So the first part of the process behind this collection actually started from photography. I spent a solid week in the street just trying to portray details and organic textures from the urban context. While parallelly, I was painting in the studio and focusing also on many painted elements. The name of the collection is Tactile Absences. I really wanted to try to present the essence of a physical reality within the digital reality, creating a tactile looking effect where I hope is easy to find a deeper connection. Something that you can't touch, but you can almost imagine to feel. On another level, the faceless nature of the portraits allows to take on a more reflective nature, almost encouraging the viewer to have an introspection and to contemplate their own fragile nature and what lies behind the fragile, and most importantly, what lies beneath the absence. So briefly talking about tomorrow's drop, 6 works will be presented starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's gonna be mainly a collector focused drop, but there will be also 2 open point of access for new collectors under the form of an open edition and a drawing. The full scheme will be revealed tomorrow noon Eastern Time. So make sure to keep connected to find out more. Thanks a lot, Matthew, and thanks so much for having me, and thanks everyone for listening. By the way, there is a great setup in Crypto Voxels right now, so if you didn't have a look, please do, because it's really worth. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, dude. And then Dragon Nate, if you want to queue up the trailer that we sent and shoot that through Twitch, I'm excited to check that out with everyone. And then while we're getting that queued up, if you're in CryptoVoxels, the garden level, if you walk in, you can see the 6 pieces. Show and myself are standing right inside there. But it's a really dope collection to check out. Some really brutal pieces that I'm a big fan of. So fly through there while we're waiting for this video to get queued up. Cool. So Dragon 8 just went live. Click and join. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Dragonade, and thank you, SkyGoPay. If anyone has any questions for SkyGoPay or remarks or anything like that, tag them in the chat. But with that, we'll move on to our third speaker. We have Al from Coin Network here with us. Al, whenever you're ready, feel free to unmute yourself and take it away and give us your update.
Hey, good to be here. Heard very good things about what you guys are doing. Hey, Marble Cards. Great to see you guys again. We were in the same cohort with Outlier Ventures a few months ago. basically what Koi is, just to give you a quick summary, we've built a blockchain where instead of getting crypto for the new blocks that you add to the chain with your node, we give you crypto for creating attention and driving it towards the content in our network. And so we've built a whole new standard for NFTs called the Atomic NFT Standard. Basically runs inside decentralized storage, so it makes it a lot less expensive to actually create NFTs and use them in the network. We also have now released a Finny wallet, which is, we call it the Finny wallet because it makes your content infinite. We will put your content up on decentralized storage as part of using the Finny wallet to store your NFTs. And we're now working on a bunch of bridges to make them cross-chain so that you can move your NFTs to any other chain, list them on the exchange. Kind of the whole goal of what we're doing is to make all this content interoperable across all these different places. With the goal that then, you can register all of your NFTs no matter what exchange they're on and start earning attention rewards on them. Our goal is to kind of give out these tokens to all of the creators in the economy online so that they can then use these tokens to vote on what the network does and how we can kind of move forward. Sort of like almost like a DAO for the betterment of artists online, but taking the form of a utility network. Can I share my screen, actually? I'd love to give you guys a quick demo of what we're doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Apologies, by the way. We are having ice cream cake because it is a team member's birthday today. So apologies if you hear forks and knives in the background. That's all that is. By the way, also, this is a sneak peek. I didn't even mean to mention this here today, but if you go to cryptocakes.xyz, this is another product that's in our network, and this will shortly allow you to send an ice cream cake or a cake to somebody with your NFT on it, kind of as a present. We're working on actually being able to custody the NFTs, so you could actually send the NFT to a person just like with a cake. So you can, kind of really send somebody a real gift when you send that NFT to them. Anyways, this is the Finny wallet. So Finny is designed to be kind of like MetaMask, but for NFTs. So you've got your gallery here. Got to here by clicking the NFT gallery button in the dropdown. And you can see this dropdown on any page. So like if you go to Koi.rocks, which is our NFT portal, you get the Finny dropdown here, and that's kind of how you interact with it. Same as MetaMask, you sign transactions, see your balance, send and receive Koi. We also hold our WIP tokens in there. We're working on adding Ethereum and a few other tokens as well. We're really more tailored towards the NFT experience. So this is Koi.rocks. On Koi.rocks, this is our leaderboard. You can see how many Koi tokens people are earning. So this guy had about 300 views and he earned 13 Koi, which is like about $100 US. The Koi token's not publicly traded yet, but we'll be launching in a couple of weeks. And basically the idea is you just kind of keep dragging and dropping files onto the Finny wallet. You'll notice this is inside the Finny wallet here. It says Chrome extension. And so the Finny wallet gives you this interface built right into your browser. And so you can do this for Internet Explorer, you can do it for Chrome, Brave, just about any other browser. Finny just installs right in there, it manages your keys, everything. We also have the DID standard that we're adding in here. So the idea behind the decentralized identities was always that you can use anywhere online. And so what we've done with Koi is we've added in Ethereum key pairs, RWeave key pairs, and a few other ones. So this is kind of like your decentralized passport that you use to manage your NFTs across all these different chains. And it's starting out with NFTs, but really our goal is that it's kind of your passport for the whole internet. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of insight into what we're working on. Happy to kind of take any questions if anybody's curious how this works, or if anybody just wants to get involved too, I can kind of give you some demos on how to get started.
No, that's awesome, and thank you for sharing that. It's cryptocakes.xyz. Is that extra alpha that you shared?
Yeah, the extra alpha. Yeah, I'm not even sure, to be honest, if the form always works, but someone will usually try to answer your email.
Amazing. Well, I'll pass the mic to my dude Show, who will relay the questions to you from the audience, as well as ask a couple really, really spicy questions.
Sounds good. Oh, I forgot to mention. Sorry. We also have a contest running. One sec, actually. Anna, what are the details of the contest? We're in our office here. Sorry.
Drop it in the chat, but I'm not sure. $500 USD, $50 in Koi, $5.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard the details there, but coming in the chat soon. You can earn a bunch of Koi tokens as well as some NFTs and other swag from us. So stay tuned for that. Sorry. And now for questions.
Hey, Al, what's going on?
Hey.
Hidden Forces would like to know how can we get a link to the Koi wallet?
Oh, you go to koi.network. So it's KOII.network. And then right on the homepage is there. I'll give you a quick demo on how to install it right now. So here is our homepage, koii.network. Koi with two eyes. Two eyes because it's infinite. It's not just the internet anymore. It used to be knowledgeable open internet. Now it's knowledgeable open infinite. So we want to keep growing it. Right here on the homepage, though, if you click Finny right here, get Finny, or type in B or click B infinite, or you can type actually just Finny, all 6 letters, FINNIE, into your browser, and it's usually going to be the first click. Hopefully that helps.
Okay, awesome. And there are seemingly so many things to buy in the space, and sometimes we don't know where they are or what their utility is. For those who are unaware of the benefits provided by the Koi network and yourself, what are Q cards and what void are atomic NFTs filling in the space for us?
Got it. So I'll start with the atomic NFTs and then I'll explain the Q cards. The reason they're called atomic NFTs is because we wanted to create a fundamental unit of data that can exist in our network. And so atomic refers to the fact that it is a fundamental, inseparable unit. It contains not only the smart contract, but also the media file. And this is particularly different because usually if you look at most Ethereum or other NFTs, they tend to actually have a smart contract on a blockchain, like Ethereum, and then outside of that smart contract, they have a media file stored. If you look at OpenSea or most of these kind of leading brands out there, they actually upload the media files to usually a centralized storage bucket. Sometimes they're hosted on IPFS and stuff like that too. But we found that Arweave is like the best possible option for this because they actually store the files permanently and they have really good uptime. It's really easy to host them on your website and that kind of thing. But we've actually found a way to embed the smart contract code right into the media file when it gets onto the network. So it's all in one place and it can't be taken apart, which is kind of cool because it means you basically can't be rug pulled. What that means for Q cards are basically a thing we started doing a little while ago. We realized Koi is really, really complicated, so we started releasing these little like educational tidbits. We're basically doing them as drops over Twitter. So if you retweet the tweet, you actually will get one of these exclusive NFT drops, and all you have to do is follow us on Twitter, and then like every day or two, one of these.
Cool. I'm not sure if the audio just dropped out for me. Is that cool?
Oh no, my audio dropped out?
Oh no, I think it just dropped out as soon as you finished, but it was like right when you finished, so it was like really unclear if there was anything else coming. But it was perfect timing. Okay.
That's probably
sure.
Sorry, I'm talking
Cool.
fast. I've been going for about 8 hours straight of phone calls today, so it's been a long one.
All good, man. Well, I was really looking forward to this, to get a brief teaser about what's going on at Koi Network. I know Rizzo and myself are going to be speaking with you and recording a podcast next week to go a little bit more in depth. So if folks are curious about what's going on here, look out for the Matthew and Rizzo show. Drop a more detailed conversation to fill you in on everything. But Al, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for sharing this contest with everyone here at the WIP.
Yeah, my pleasure. Really happy to see what you guys are doing. Please come and take some of our free Koi tokens so you can see how the network works.
Oh yeah, there we go. Well, beautiful updates from our speakers. Really enjoyed everyone and what they had to bring here. Nice, short and sweet WIP. But now we have a bunch of really cool in-world activations. I know first up we're gonna get Paradox to take a picture of us in-world. Make sure you jump into CryptoVoxels if you're not already there. And then, yeah, Rizzle, anything else that we need to let the folks know before we pass the mic to Johan then to take us into the community game?
Wait, I think order of mic progression goes Paradox and then Johan, so we can do this
Yeah.
or get some direction here. But otherwise, I think we're pretty much ready to roll. Straight to the roof, says Paradox. He's dropping a link in the chat.
Awesome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Right, guys, it is photo time. So if everybody can fly straight to the roof, if you're not in world, you're going to have about 10 seconds to get here. And then Dragonate's going to drop some music. I'm hoping it's going to be dance music. So get your dance moves on. We're going to get some video. And yeah, you'll have as long as the music track is going to last, which is probably about a minute. So up to the roof, get your dance moves on, and Dragonate, cue the music. Pretty please. Anywhere on the roof, guys. It's roof party. Great. Beautiful. And that's a wrap on the photo, guys. Back to Matt and Rizzle.
Feel like I had one more thing to say, but I was like totally thrown off by the 80s dance music that Dragonate was piping in. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. We're gonna give out some stuff. We haven't quite figured out how or what, but make sure you participate in this hop-in world. We're gonna pass the mic over to Johan to explain exactly what's going on here, but we're trying to unload some of our inventory here. So give us a good excuse to make it rain and pass the mic over to Johan. We're gonna do this competition, and then Show will bring it on home with the afties for us. So. Johan, if you have not been re-whacked, I believe you can guide us.
Oh, show. So those who know us like to know that we like to do competitions. For like 3 years, we've done competitions every week. So we're a very competitive type of people. So to just get everybody started, one competition will be there's a spinning marble card sort of thing on the front of the building. So the first person who get a screenshot with the Ethereum card, which is also the first marble card, and post it in the Discord, win 100 meme, which is like $30. So go. And while people do that, we can just briefly talk about what we're going to do. So through the portal on the garden level, you come to the Marble Park, which is one of the first sort of project headquarters in CryptoVoxels. So it's been there since, I think, late 2018. Some parts are untouched, some are renovated. So people in the community, if they want, they can get access to those parcels and they can add stuff themselves. So it's been sort of organically built out by people in the community. Let's see here. Anybody got it yet? Nope, wrong one. There it is. Easy, my man, easy. Well done, sir. Yes. Oh, I can't post again. Shit. I will send you later, easy. No worries. No worries. I'm limited to one post. So, okay. I hope everybody are ready for that short pump. So if you go to the garden level, and then go through checking out the awesome work by Sky Golpe, and then just click on the teleporter. It will take you to the Marble Parks. I will wait here, or we will wait here for a little while for people to get through.
Where's the teleporter again? Is it on the floor of the Sky Globe installation? Or where is it at?
So if you go from the garden to the other side of the building, you will see it there. You can't miss it.
Oh,
So, and then
yeah.
what floor are we going to?
So go up to the garden on the roof and then fly through the Sky Golpe installation. At the top of the doorway to the other side of the marble tower, you'll see a big sign saying teleporter. Just click that.
So here's actually another game I just remembered by MJ Moonbow. How does it work? I can't remember.
Oh wow, look at this old school audio element that never worked.
I mean, parts of this haven't been touched. I think the Marble Temple is one of those template designs that were around in the beginning. I don't think they have those voxels anymore, but yeah, very, very old. Okay, let's give it 30 more seconds, then we will go. So at the back of the portal, if you're on the garden, you can see the A Lot of Money vehicle store, which is pretty dope. You got this futuristic aircrafts. All right, so let's go. So if people follow the Purple River, or whatever it is, and then keep walking till you see a like bunch of hodl signs, and then just walk through that or follow the line of cards. You will arrive at the jumping course. And I will go back to the portal again. So when you come through the portal, you go, you follow the pink river or the purple river, and then you walk through 2 parcels or so, and then you're there. So about the jumping course, it's fairly simple. It's like a Super Mario thing. You jump from platform to platform. And then at the top of the course, there's a black platform. First person who gets there wins. Absolutely no flying allowed, obviously. And the person who gets there first win 150 marble coin. And if people think it's fun, we could maybe do one more heat.
So we need to do a countdown for everyone to get started. I see a bunch of practice runs. These practice runs don't count, folks. We all got to start together.
I see some more people at the teleporter, but I think let's give it 1 more minute.
Yeah.
And then we can start to get people ready. And again, no flying. I will be spotting this. So the start is by the lowest platform at the corner.
Where everyone's gathered right now. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then the black is at the top under the whole card. Okay, one more, and then there's one more, but it looks like... Okay, I think we're good to go. So everybody get at the starting line, which is in the corner of the parcel where all the people are gathered. There is also, if people have muted CryptoVoxels, there is the Super Mario tune, if you want to get real sentimental. So everybody who wants to participate, get ready. Let's start it in a couple of seconds. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. This guy riding the dinosaur is in the lead. I can't see the name. Dope outfit. Oh, he dropped down. He dropped down. Dragonate got the lead. Been practicing maybe. Looks very stable. Oh, will he make it? Got to jump over the mushroom. Matthew, I don't know what I saw there. That looks like flying, man. That's his qualification.
Yo, I'm not flying. I'm jumping. You can't jump while you're flying. Or am I flying? Hold
It
on.
looks like you're flying. Definitely looks like you're flying. But it doesn't matter because we have a winner, Dragonate. Well played, sir. First try. That is very, very nice. Nice
Oh,
work.
I am flying.
You are flying, definitely flying, yeah. So I'm pretty good at this, man. And then you're flying all the way.
Oh, well, you can jump while you're flying now. That's crazy.
No, but you just when you fly and you jump, if you hold it in, you just ascend, sort of.
Anyway, let's call it a glitch. There's no cheating here,
Yeah.
folks.
Okay, one more. We should definitely do one more. Dragonate, congratulations. You're 150 marble coin richer. Let's do another 150. That is 30 marble cards without paying gas. So a lot at stake. Okay, hold up, guys. Everybody back to the starting line. Foxy Yoga, are you stuck or I don't know. Okay, 10 seconds for everybody to get back. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, hold up. Wait, guys. Somebody just arrived. Okay, let's restart it. Okay, so in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Dinosaur Rider in the lead again. Will he make it this time? No, he did not. He fell down. Hidden Forces also fell down. Sorry, bro. Oh, lots of falling down. How will this end? Anonymous, you're definitely flying. Definitely flying. You're disqualified. Who's riding the dinosaur? Is it easy? I can't even see. Oh, will he make it?
Oh, no,
he
they
didn't make it.
fell.
Oh my god, he fell down.
Look at that quick restart, though.
Wow.
Who is
This
the
is probably
dinosaur?
this is the longest one. I don't know. It looks like his face, but I'm not. And also, is riding dinosaur with that face. Then the Satoshi head above, and then the bird with a pipe. That is a very classy outfit.
Oh my god.
Very well done. Okay, so this is by far the longest one. But Tripiogi, is he here? He's usually very good at this.
By good, do you mean bad?
No, good. He's won like at least half of them.
Whoa. Where's the link?
Sorry about that, buddy. Sorry about that.
Oh, show. Oh, looking good.
Uh-oh. Don't fall, show.
Yeah. Oh, now the nerves kick in.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't overshoot it. Don't overshoot it. Oh man,
He's gonna make it. Yeah. No! It is the choke. The choke. It's here.
Oh no, Show
I'm
just
sorry, man.
choked at the last leap.
Yeah, that was sad to see. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you hate to see it. You really hate
Yeah.
to see that. But who's coming up? Someone's flying up there. I just saw some flying movement. Who's this cowboy with the horse head?
Looking good.
He's almost
Can
there.
you do it?
That looked like a flying leap to me.
That definitely looked like flying. Disqualified. Not
Okay.
allowed. Okay, here we have an anonymous who's not flying. Oh, this is solid. Yeah, anonymous. Well done, sir or madam. If you you can just send me a DM afterwards, and we will straighten out the business. Okay, great. Amazing to be back here again and doing this. This was a lot of fun. We got to see the choke. That was fun and sad at the same time. So that's good. And again, super happy to be back here personally, and yeah, awesome to see everyone. Let's keep doing this, make it bigger and bigger.
That was awesome. That was so fun. Dude, we have to figure out ways to do things like this more often. Again, I love laughing at the whip, and I feel like a lot of people, they're still jumping up on the platform, trying to get to the end here. You'd really love to see it. Thank you again, man, for helping together. You should just stay here, post up, and just yell at people, tell them not to fly like forever. That'd be classic. Stop by here, be like, yeah, Johan's still yelling. Cool.
Sure.
All right. Well, with that, everyone, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for participating and joining us at the WIP today. But really looking forward to the Afties show. So make sure you adjust those volumes and Show, take it away.
Hey y'all, how's my audio?
I'm good. Silky smooth.
Cool. Oh man, I was so traumatized from last year's platform jumping game that this year I had a bot built. I had a bot built specifically to win, and the bot fucked up at the last jump. I blame the bot, and I donated it to charity. Shout out to whoever Anonymous was. That was the charity. I'm sick of winning shit. So congratulations. That's my excuse. I don't care. Oh, yo, everybody. Hey y'all, do me a favor. Adjust your headphone volume, adjust your speakers like Matthew just told you. Please just adjust it just for a moment. You'll be able to turn it back up in a few. Adjust the vocal levels, the volume. Dude, it is hot in New York right now. It is hot as fuck. Oh my god. All right, y'all. Oh man. Yeah. Oh shit, motherfucker. Yeah. WIP fam. If you remember the first platform game from last year up until now, shout out to you. You survived. The crypto space is like you falling off of those voxel blocks, man. And you survived. You made it to the final. You made that final leap, unlike yours truly. What's up, WIP fam? WIP fam. I gotta take on a more serious tone, a more HR representative kind of tone, a more PG-13, not to be confused with G-rated or NC-17. You know, I gotta take on a more I don't know. Like if you stick a parental advisory sticker on my forehead, I have to take on that tone. You know why? Because I would like to welcome you all. Congratulations, you've all just been hired by the Zuckerverse. Welcome to the Zuckerverse, each and every single one of you. I will be walking you through your first day at your new job here. before we begin, I'd like for you to walk over to if you look over to your right, everyone, there will be an X-ray imprinting machine that will inject a 10-inch long needle into your cerebellum and extract your date of birth, social security number, home address, your mother's maiden name, your likes, your dislikes, and first sexual experience into our cloud-based storage archive, right? That's great. Then next, we will then inject multiple bio nanochip readers into your bloodstream in order to track your moods, your thoughts, your dreams, your eating patterns, and any forms of anarchic or psychosomatic tendencies that may result in you not performing optimally here at Facebook. Last but not least, we will then tattoo a QR code that links to our official Novi wallet, which we have full control over and can deposit your net 90 paycheck, because that's how long it's going to take. It's going to take 3 months for us to deposit your paychecks into your Novi wallet, or we will deduct pay if you fail to hit your daily goals here, or if you leave the toilet seat up in the office bathroom, or if you leave crumbs in the communal kitchen and lunchroom. At the base of your spine, consisting of the logos of Facebook, WhatsApp, Oculus, and Instagram. They will be like the new form of tramp stamp, right? And with this, it'll give you a little tiny sizzle, a little buzzing sensation each time someone pulls up their cell phone and they scan the bottom of your spine. It's innovative. It's awesome. It's great. Here at the Zuckerverse, we love great and awesome things that make you sizzle and tingle. The Zuckerverse is the first of its kind, where you will wear equipment based on the original Oculus that is surgically attached to your skull that replaces your eyesight with the awesome digital screen provided by the Oculus team. Within the Zuckerverse, you will be inside of a 24-hour digital conference room. It's so innovative because it has never been done before, and the benefits for the company will be off of the proverbial charts because our workforce does not sleep and they have a can-do attitude, and we're all about can-do people without having to take lunch breaks or any kind of smoke break or any other thing that will detract them from making us millions and billions of dollars in the crypto space. You will be in constant contact with every single person here at Facebook. You will love it. You heard of the metaverse, but that's a thing of the past. Welcome to the Zuckerverse. And more importantly, welcome to the Acties, y'all. I'm your host, Show. You already know. If you don't know, you will know by the end of this awesome event. Really simply put, that crazy person just explaining things and talking about the Zuckerverse ad nauseum, right? Wants you to know this. Here at the Afties, you had 3 awesome presenters talk to you about some awesome shit. If you were listening, right, I'm pretty sure you have an opinion on what our awesome presenters said. If you have an opinion, don't go and run off and talk to other people about it. Talk to us. We want to know. Give us your opinion and phrase your opinion in the form of a hot take or an opinion. Don't guess and ask us about what you think. You may be thinking about what you just heard. Tell us what you're thinking. Share your thoughts. It's that one time where it's okay to speak. It's okay. It's socially appropriate to share what's on your mind, no filter, and put some oomph behind it, and we will be good to go. Hot take or an opinion, all right? This is the Zuckerverse, yeah? The Afties was co-opted by the Zuckerverse, y'all. So that being said, here's our first presenter. Here is our, shout out to our first presenter, Johan, right? We just got traumatized by falling off of building blocks. In the Zuckerverse, you won't be falling off of building blocks. We have a safety net, and more importantly, we have the safety net so close to you, it's like wearing swim trunks in the ocean where the nets in your swim trunks are clutching all your pearls and all your nuts and all the things that you value. It's super awesome, super great. If we were to be able to copy and paste 10K projects into other 10K projects that bring us to profitability like the Zuckerverse, I believe that we should. My hot take is that we can copy the source code to marble cars and just start copying everything and keep making so much money for centralized platforms like the Zuckerverse. Johan is onto something. Let's steal it. Thoughts?
Why are we stealing everything, huh?
Hey, the metaverse was stolen by our organization, Facebook, right? We have WhatsApp, we have Instagram. We're gonna have TikTok. Let's have the metaverse too. The metaverse is something you can buy. Let's do it. Thoughts?
They can friggin' zuck off, okay?
Hey, there isn't any cursing in Token Smart. There isn't any fucking cursing in Token Smart. Stop! Don't curse at me telling me to suck off.
Too bad.
No fucking cursing in Token Smart. Goddammit. Sheesh.
I'm too fucking bad for you.
In the Zuckerverse, there's no cursing. All right, everyone. I need you all to wear blue t-shirts and jeans and dye your hair red. Right? In the Zuckerverse, we purchased Second Life, this thing called Second Life or whatever. We purchased it. We also purchased Zoom. We purchased Decentraland, right? We didn't have enough money for you to have legs, but at least we can see each other's faces in the digital space. Thoughts?
Well, seeing people's faces is good. This is a good thing. That's important.
I believe here at the Zuckerverse, while co-opting meme.com and having meme coins, we're going to change it to Novi Wallet coins, right? Instead of marble cards, we're calling it Oculus cards. We're calling it poke cards. We're bringing back the poke from Facebook. We're poking each other in the Zuckerverse. We're bringing it back, and we're going to copy every single thing that's happening here, and we're going to revamp it, put our tramp stamp on it. Every single logo that's under the Facebook umbrella. We're going to get hospitals named after us, right? Just like in San Francisco, right? We're making the metaverse the Zuckerverse, and we're making it San Francisco. And thanks to Johan for paving the way. We're stealing platforming games in a metaverse. We need to entertain our workers because they're here 24/7. We need to entertain our workers. We're gonna steal this platform game that's been gaining steam for a year and change at the WIP. This thing called the WIP. We're gonna co-opt it too. Johan, thank you for leading us to these seeds, right? We're going to make it grow. It's going to make the Zuckerverse grow. Thanks to you, we're going to be fucking rich. Thoughts?
It's survival of the fittest, right? And Facebook is the biggest, the strongest. They may as well just absorb us. We should all just sit back and, just allow it. Just roll over. I'm game. Who else is game? Just that. We play our little games in crypto voxels, but no, Facebook's going to win eventually. Zuckerberg's going to win.
Part of the problem.
That's the can-do. That's the can-do attitude that we like here in the Zuckerverse. That you, my friends, instead of you being paid instead of you getting a net 90 in a paycheck, we're gonna adjust your pay scale to you receiving bi-weekly paychecks, and you'll get a bonus in maybe 2 years. Thanks for you saying that, and I hope everyone else here, you WIP fan people, whoever you are, you Zucker fan people, right? You better be like Paradox. You need to think like that. All right, and thanks to Johan, we bought everything. We control the entire meme.com Discord server. It's in the Zuckerverse. We own that too. We own it too. We own his thoughts. We own these the little purple and fuchsia icon. We got it. The Zuckerverse has it all.
You own the lizard skin.
City meows. What? Phrase it rhetorically. Say it on the microphone. Speak up here in the Zuckerverse. Speak up.
This is the bathroom in this office.
You want to take breaks. You want to sit on the toilet seat instead. You should be more like Paradox. You should roll over. You should be dedicated and sit in your digital seat without legs, right? You should be working 24/7. You want to take bathroom breaks?
Why don't you just put our brains in jars, huh? And hook them up to a computer.
We need to put our brains into whoever that anonymous person was that won the 150 meme coin because that person pushed me off of one of the voxel blocks in order to win. They did it, right? You should be clawing like crabs in a bucket in order to get to that final goal here at the Zuckerverse, right? You should be fighting tooth and nail. Thoughts?
Yes, we should be fighting.
You're not speaking loud enough here in the like this is your first day. You're making a terrible impression. You're making a terrible impression. I thought this was the Zuckerverse. I thought this was the cream of the crop, the best of the best.
Zucker! How's that? Is that better?
Whoever just left the voice channel, right? You're not Zuckerverse material. And thank you for screaming and yelling and cursing into the microphone. That's the can-do attitude that we like here in the Zuckerverse. That's the can-do attitude. Awesome. We love that here.
Yeah.
Whose voice was that? Whose voice? Who's that other voice? Not the one that was cursing so eloquently, using all their words.
It's Scanwolf, man.
Who? Sir, where's your ID tag? This is your first day. You're already. I'm deducting money from your Novi wallet. It's custodial. We have all your wallets controlled. Who is that? And
They're
he's
a
quiet.
Can we start a union?
What union here? Union at Zuckerverse?
Yeah.
Union? You're trying to unionize? We
have rights.
Right. You signed your life away. Your digital life away using DocuSign. You signed your life. You are owned. You look at the back of your spine at the bottom where your sacrum is at, where the line between your two cheeks meet and your spine meets. We have the Oculus symbol. We have the Instagram symbol. We have the WhatsApp symbol. We have the Facebook symbol. It's all tattooed right there in the form of a QR code. You are owned by us because Johan made it so. We use the marble card technology in order to copy and paste it onto your body. Thoughts?
Disgusting. Stop it. My body is my body. No means no. Zuck off.
In the digital space, you signed your life away. You signed.
I signed nothing away.
I have documentation here. I have spreadsheets. I have dates and times. Your voice.
Show me.
Your voice means nothing now.
Show
right?
me.
Speaking of voices, moving on. Next up, we had a crypto artist. We had a guy apply for a job here at the Zuckerverse. Truth be told, I don't believe that we have a need for crypto artists anymore in the Zuckerverse. I mean, because crypto artists don't make money. That was the thing of the past in the metaverse. In the Zuckerverse, right? What makes money are 10K PFP avatar projects. We need to keep pumping these out in order to meet our bottom line. My hot take, right, for all of you, write this down, y'all. Pull out, first person to pull out a notepad, a digital notepad and pen, you will receive a couple of seconds to breathe. You can't breathe here in the Zuckerverse. I'll give you a couple of seconds to breathe as a gift, right? I'm taking notes from Johan and his meme coin, right? I'm incentivizing you. That was awesome. That close, but no cigar. Here's my hot take. There's no room for crypto artists from the metaverse in the new Zuckerverse, right? Because crypto artists don't want to work 24 hours a day like people creating 10K NFT avatar projects. These people work hard, and we like that work. We like the fact that you see an opportunity and you're exploiting it. We here at Facebook, we love when you see things, you copy them, you paste them, and you make millions of dollars. We want to be a part of that. We like positivity. We like upward momentum and growth. We love this. We want to be a part of the winners in the space. We love this. Thumbs up. You get a like from us. But you know who don't get people who don't get likes from us are crypto artists. They're wild, they're independent. We had one artist when we first started way back when. An artist paint our walls. We have a couple of documentaries about this. A random guy, his name was David Cho. David Cho, he painted our walls. He did some weird abstract thing. And just like a crypto artist, he said it was art. He didn't fill in the walls. You're supposed to paint and fill in all nooks and crannies. He made some weird impressionist shit. We gave him a bunch of stock. He made millions of dollars. We cannot have you become emotional vampires and digital vampires from the Facebook space. We need to control you with the Novi wallet. Thoughts? Sky Golpe. We don't have a job for you here.
Disrespect.
We can't. Crypto artists are a thing of the past. You're not making money.
Lies.
You have to make things that sell. You don't make money and it's like, well, we need a new animal. Come up with some. We need an aardvark. We need an alpaca. We need armadillos. We need animals that wear clothes. We need shades. We need laser eyes. We need VR glasses. We need chinchillas. Sandy Bials, you get a couple of seconds to breathe. Thanks. We're incentivizing people. Good ideas. We're crowdsourcing thoughts. Thank you so much for that enthusiastic breath. You deserve it. You deserve it. Enchiladas, yeah, all the animals. Enchiladas, chimichangas, we need all the animals wearing clothes, wearing shades. We need a golden enchilada animal. Someone find me golden enchiladas and we can make something happen with that. Someone tell me whoever created it, we'll purchase it, where we get all royalties, and yeah, we're good to go. It's the Zuckerverse. Thoughts. Pickles. Thoughts.
What if we replaced the Z with maybe an F?
We already replaced Zed because we own Zed Run in the Zuckerverse. We own all things that came before. Dude, do you not hear what I'm saying? This is your first day on the job. You're not listening well enough to what I'm saying, right? I need to pull out my phone and scan your QR code so I can make your sacrum sizzle. You are not having your QR code scanned enough. We have these my fucking pickle people. We have Peter Piper picked a fucking pepper, and we own it.
A fucking pepper. Come on.
We own it. We own all the foods, the animals. We own. It's the Zuckerverse, right? We're sitting in digital boardrooms 24 hours a day talking about this ad nauseum because we own it all. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Huh? Sky Golpe. There's no room for crypto artistry anymore. We own Nifty Gateway, right? We own Gemini. I mean, like there's these two twins. We fought them to fucking death. I can't say their names because legally, if I say it, I owe them millions of dollars. But these two twins, we fought. We used to duel to the death with fencing swords and rapiers, right? These two fucking twins, right? God damn it, we fought them. We fought these twins, and apparently they were here. They own Gemini. They own Nifty. We fought these motherfuckers. But here at the Zuckerverse, they don't exist, right? We don't show their faces like the Sky Golpe artwork. We don't show their faces, right? Their headshots are still up in the wall near the masthead, right? But we can't show their faces. But don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Here at the Zuckerverse, it's all about Mark Zuckerberg. He's the end-all, be-all. No, not the twins. Not these twins, right? Right, like any kind of drops anywhere. We're having drops, too, in the Zuckerverse. We're having drops. We own drops.
Do you?
Is that a question? You have to phrase that rhetorically. It's the Afties onboarding session for the Zuckerverse. Phrase it like rhetorically.
Oh, you frickin' own them, do you? Well, how about you frickin' show me some proof, huh?
Oh my god, this cursing in the Token Smart onboarding Zuckerberg session is really getting out of hand. What the fuck is going on? So where's the HR department?
PG version of cursing.
Moving on. That's not least. We had the Koi network. We had the Koi. See, like we own all the fish. We own all the fish. You know, in San Francisco, there's a lot of water. There's bridges. There's food all over the place. There's there's this thing called the Mission District. You know, and there's also what's that the Castro and there's this thing where there's a lot of homeless people shitting on the street. We own it. You know, there's fish, there's water, there's effervescence. You know, there's homeless people. There's a lot of culture here at the Zuckerverse. We want to bring the homeless people into the Zuckerverse, and with your help, we'll be able to do that through the Koi network. We're gonna buy the Koi network. We don't know what the pitch was. There was a lot of screen sharing. We own all the screens. It's a win-win. It's a win-fucking-win, y'all. It's a win-win, and your employees here. Your employees now.
Nah.
Thoughts? Were you listening to what Al from the Koi network was saying? He had a bunch of you know, he was having all these calls all day. All these conference calls were all right here in the Zuckerverse. He was sitting right here 24/7. That's the kind of dedication we love here. He was sitting here in our digital conference room 24/7, not breathing, not sleeping, not eating, not thinking, taking phone calls. Who was that?
It's a trap.
Whose voice is that? Where's your name tag? Yeah, I am deducting your first paycheck from your Novi wallet. Right? There's no such thing as a stable coin around here. Like we used to call. I'm gonna give you a little history about the beautiful idea behind our stable coin, right? It used to be called Libra. Shout out to all the Libras. They're going to be born in a month or so, 2 months or so, right? It used to be called Libra, but we didn't think it was strong enough. There wasn't enough cross appeal. And we did surveys. People didn't like it, but they loved the tramp stamps on the back of everybody's bodies in order for us to scan QR codes and incorporating our wallet into that. But we believed that DM was more powerful. Because Facebook created instant DMs, right? But not just that, on a deeper level, here at Facebook, in the Zuckerverse, right? We don't want you to breathe. We don't want you to shit. We don't want you to eat food or take breaks like Sandy Meows in the bathroom. We want you to seize.
You know what DM sounds like if you pronounce it?
Wait, hold on. This is your onboarding session. Listen to me very carefully. If you don't get one thing out of this, this is what you need to get from this. We want you to seize, right? We want you to carpe like a koi, right? Like a fish carp, right? Which is a Japanese carp, a koi, just like Al was saying. This is where he got it from. He got the idea from us. Al got the idea about Koi Network from us, a carp. Carpe. We want you to carpe DM. Carpe DM. Seize the day here in the Zuckerverse. Seize the fucking day and seize all the things that were born and created in the metaverse and put them in the Zuckerverse. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to this edition to the Acties. Super awesome. Shout out to all the presenters. Shout out to all you WIP fan motherfuckers for hanging out. Now you're on board into the Zuckerverse. Good luck, motherfuckers. You've been KYC to death. Shout out to the leadership team here in Token Smart. Please pay attention to all the weekly events happening in the event calendar. You can check it out. There's literally a channel called Weekly Events. Check it out. Shout out to all you. Shout out to the WIP fam. You know the deal. Shout out to the WIP crew. We probably got a bunch of things happening later on this evening, so please stick around. And much love. See you later.
Crap.
WIP fam. We cipher in a couple hours here, and then we're actually rolling over to Easy Street a little early. 6 o'clock cipher there, and then back for jazz at 7 here.